What is going on? This is your boy Jordan JC on the ATS Report, and I am back again with my boy C Dub for the second time. He is with me. What is going on, C Dub? How you feeling today?
What's up, bro? Man, good to go, man. I'm excited, man. We're coming off a Bears victory, so I'm good to go. Feel good
Yes,
Friday and
sir.
Saturday.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, excited to talk about this Bulls talk.
Yeah, you see we're in good spirits. We even GQ'd up. We got our business attire for this conversation this time, man. We looking good. We we
What's
we,
up?
we trying not to hurt him too bad.
Not too crazy, man.
But hey,
It's
like
not
you said, man, yeah, we're trying to get into this Bulls talk because recently they posted a few videos on their YouTube channel, just kind of going over some of the things that they're going to be running and trying to do for this upcoming season. And so they're following the team, and one of the things that they're trying to evaluate is this point guard position. And as we talked about in the last video, it's a three-man race. You know, you got Coby, you got Io, and then you got the newcomer Jevon that are trying to vie for that starting position. And it looks as if in that second video, like they're really trying to push Coby White to be that point guard that they actually been wanting him to be since they got him. He came from North Carolina as more of an offensive-minded person, a scoring type of point guard. I believe he had a record as a freshman for scoring in at North Carolina, and so that's what he's known for, right? But we're trying to see if he can add to his game, be more of a passer, be more of a facilitator, and so I think they're trying to work that in his game, and it looks to be working. He's definitely gotten better year after year. What do you think?
Yeah, and so it's funny you talked about that video. I remember watching it, and towards the end of the video, if you pause it, the second team actually beat the first team, which is crazy.
Crazy.
But but that's good though. You want the second team to push the first team and makes the first team better. But on that first team, I saw on the black jerseys it was Coby, Zach, DeMar, Pat Will, and Vooch. So I think what they did without even trying is that they gave away who's that starting five, at least who they want the starting five to be at first. And
Right.
then
Right.
obviously the season got to play out and they'll see how that rolls. But yeah, so that's the starting five that we've seen on there. And so Coby taking the place over Jevon Carter, over Io DeSumo, this is an opportunity, man, for him to really show his playmaking skills. They want him to score. They're going to want him to hit threes, no doubt. But
Yeah.
playmaking, being able to set the players up, being able to see the floor, I think this is going to be key for Coby to show that he got that ability, he got that talent, because him just being a six-man coming off the bench and scoring is limiting him and what his real potential is. I think Coby will be a great point guard. And then you
Yeah.
look at the contract we got him under for 3 years, $36 million. Man, we got him out of steel, bro.
That's
Especially if
crazy.
an all-star level point guard.
Yeah, yeah, I'm with you on that. That is crazy when you think about just the overall spectrum of how much money is just being thrown around in the league right now. Man, that could be a steal for somebody that has the potential that he has, and he's realizing it because every year we see progress. We talked about it before. In the offseason, he's gone with DeMar to his training camps with dribble too much. You've seen his dribbling get better. You've seen his shot become more improved. He's going to these I don't know if it was the Drew League or if it was another league that he went to, but you see him constantly working on his game. Like he's putting in the
Yeah.
time to actually become a better player outside of just being that off the bench scorer that we saw in the first year in his rookie season. We know he can do that. But now it's more so, well, can you add to being the vocal leader? Because even in that video, I saw him sometimes taking Zach aside and trying to tell him, like, hey, yo, this is where I want you to set up. This is
Yeah.
what you like
Yeah.
that. You like
Yeah.
that to see him take that leadership role, even with the stars of the team. And so if we get that going, man, sky's the limit for Coby. Uh,
Well,
Another interesting thing I wanted to bring out real quick was the stats on him. It looks as if he actually regressed, but you can see with the eye test that he got better because this past year, he only averaged under 10 points. He 9.7 points a game. Yeah, right, exactly. You know what you're looking at though, right? Sometimes stats don't always tell the whole story. You can tell when a person has obviously improved, like, oh wow, he's doing that now. Okay, he's a little tighter with his dribbling. Oh, okay, all right, we see improvement. And then he actually had the highest field goal percentage of his career as well in his fourth year. So those are things that you definitely can see that he's built on. And so I'm with you, man. I see an improvement with him this year, and hopefully he will take that starting spot.
Well, and the thing is like this, and like you said, it's all about the eye test, right? Obviously, the stats show that his numbers look to be regressed, but it's not telling the full picture of the scope of what he actually did. He actually played less minutes. So he only played 23 minutes a game last season compared to
Facts.
27 the year before that, 31 the year before that. So, yeah, of course, his numbers are going to regress in that sense, but his impact on the floor increase. What he does, and like I said, the eye test is basically saying that based on your natural knowledge of basketball, has this player developed and gotten better? And what I like is in that video we watched, Mark Eversley talked about how Coby White was the ideal definition of what they look for in player development. A player
Mm,
that year after year after year develops and getting better and adding something new to his game. And so we saw last year, man, his handle, because he was working with Johnny Dribble too much, his handle got way better. His handle got way
mhm.
better. So now this year, I'm hoping to see him develop his ability to see the floor, because it's more than just being a scorer. It's more than just being able to handle and dribble the ball. As a point guard, you got to see the floor, set other players up. You got to control the pace of the offense. So now
Exactly.
this take the pressure off DeMar and Zach and maybe even Vooch. So now you got all these ball handlers on the floor and that can make plays and can score. Sky's the limit. I mean, honestly, I know it sounds optimistic, but man, Sky could be the limit, with Coby and that contract being very cheap. We could see him jump up in points per game and assists. I'm projecting 16 and 6.
Hey, I'll take it. If you're talking about him being the fourth option on the starting lineup with Zach, DeMar, and Vooch, and he averaging 16 and 6,
Mm,
I'll take it. I'll take it, especially also with, because you just mentioned Mark Eversley credited him as
yeah,
obviously taking that next step and showing improvement, showing a growth. You want to see
mm,
that also in Pat Williams. We've been talking about that all the time. You want to see that in Pat. So what numbers will Pat show along with that? Like if Kobe's averaging 16 and 6, can Pat average around that same, amount, 16, 6 rebounds, 15 and 6,
right.
something like that, while the other three are doing their thing? So it's exciting to think about how much potential this team has when all of it's just kind of been put together and it works. Which is why, again, even based off of our previous video, you talk again about continuity. This is the reason why probably AK has gone with this same roster for so many amount of years, is because he knows if you just give it time and if these guys are truly putting work in, in the off season to get better, this thing can be special. And yes, I
Mm,
said special at a certain point. That's why you stick with these players sometimes, because sometimes the name of the game in NBA is, oh, if this person doesn't work out right away, then we're going to trade them and on to the next, right? That's kind of how the recipe has been for a long time. But as I said before, you're looking at a Denver Nuggets team that kept their players together for quite some time, and they
right.
they 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 stuck with them. They were loyal to them. And so does that say something about loyalty to the cohesion of this team? Even though maybe this is the last time around, will they find out that, yeah, these players are actually reaching their full potential? We'll see. I
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah. And the thing is, now it's funny, Denver has become the gold standard now, right? So now
Yeah.
teams is like, that's how the NBA is really. It's a copycat league, right? So you got one team that figured it out, and now every other team wants to strategize and figure out how to
Yeah.
be that. And the
Yeah.
weird, honestly, the awesome part to that is that we actually have the team built in that's similar to Denver's build. We got the center who can pass and see the floor and score, shoot threes, and be down low as Vooch. You know what I'm saying? We got our Jamal Murray and Zach LaVine, who's actually, in my opinion, better than Jamal Murray, but that's just
That's
my
a good.
opinion.
Yeah, that's a good point. I'm with you.
You know,
I'm with
you
you.
can argue.
Don't hold me hostage on that, right?
I'm hostage on that. I'm just saying this is my opinions, and it doesn't represent anybody else's opinions. But then you also throw in the fact that I mean, yeah, they got Michael Porter Jr. and they got Aaron Gordon, but we got DeMar DeRozan, we got Pat Williams, and like you said, we already know what Zach is going to give you. We already
Yeah.
know what DeMar is going to give you. DeMar is set and how he is. I might see, you may see DeMar up his 3-point attempts. I think that's what you're going to see this year. I think he
Yeah.
realized the idea of is if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But if it is broke, the idea is if you keep doing the same thing over and over again and accepting, you thinking you're going to get a different result and the results ain't good, You know, that's insanity. And so for DeMar, it's like, okay, if I continue to be just this mid-range killer, but I'm not expanding my game out to the three-point line, I'm not allowing the floor to be open because I just want to go ISO ball and I'm shooting it from 15. Now I think if he starts to do that, that floor is wide open. You could have 5 out.
Wide.
5 out.
Yes.
I mean, if you got DeMar, if you got Zach DeMar, Vooch, and now Pat Will and Coby, everybody can shoot the three. That floor is open. That allows cuts. That allows all type of ball movement and transition. And so now I think the development of Pat Will and the development of Coby entering his 5th year. Pat Will, I think he's entering his 4th year now. Yeah, this is 4th year coming up.
Yeah.
It's critical. And if those two dudes can make the next step up, bro, we could be a top 4. Honestly, we could be a top 4 team in the East. Don't shoot me.
Hey,
I'm just saying.
Don't shoot the messenger. We just going off of what could be. The potential of this team is actually pretty good. It's up there. And hey, man, awesome job. I think that Coby White, as you said, looks to be the person that they're trying to put in the starting lineup. And for my money, I think that that's going to happen. I think Jevon Carter would be a real good person coming off the bench with that defensive second unit.
This second unit is going to be scary. I mean, think about
it's going to be another mob squad.
Think about it's a defensive mob squad, and that's probably why they won that practice. You got Ayo, Caruso, and Jevon Carter on your bench.
Torrey
Craig, and Drummond.
That's defense all across the board, dude.
Not scoring, bro.
I'm sorry. I just thought about that.
Not scoring.
4 really good defensive players, bro.
Think about that 3-man lineup, like Caruso playing the 3, Jevon Carter playing the point or 2, and Ayo playing the 1. That 3-man front, it's going to be havoc to try to get to the paint. And by the time they get to the paint, you got Drummond that can swat, grab rebounds. Torrey Craig,
yeah, he's gonna grab every rebound.
Torrey Craig can guard anybody 1 through 4.
I'm gonna have that. This is gonna be my nasty face every time I watch a game. Now, just gonna be that's ugly to think about. Yeah, man. Hey, the potential is crazy for this team, man. So, hey, again, Coby White, he's obviously realizing his talent, and that's what we want to see from him. This NBA season, as we mentioned before, is just going to be exciting and fun to watch. We're looking forward to the Bulls season. I know a lot of Chicago fans are as well. We're going to see what they do, man. Could they be potentially on the level of a Boston or a Milwaukee? Or could they be right under there, like Calvin said, 3rd or 4th place? That's a good assumption, because I'm right there with it if they realize everything that they could be doing this year. So we'll see. Hey, man, thanks for rocking with us. Again, shout out to all the supporters. Subscribe to the ATS Report, and we will see you all on the next one. Peace.